Hello there, fellow collectors. Welcome into the show, everyone. I hope you all enjoy your stay on this lovely Friday night. It's crazy. I've been off all week doing a Friday show. It's been a while since I've done a Friday show. Usually I'm pretty tired. I switched my main show from Friday to Sundays, but it's Friday night. Wanted to do a quick live stream. It's not going to be too long. Just talking about these announcements. So I wanted to start doing a show. I've been thinking about this for a while. It's been kind of something that I'm not sure, early on if I was something I was committed to doing, but I want to start doing more live streams for when stuff is either announced or released. And I felt like what better than the two figures that we just got, one in a release and then another one, just an absolutely crazy announcement. So I'm going to be doing this show. Shout out to Darth Malgus for Emperor. I was asking people, I said, hey, I wanted like a name for just this quick live stream that I'm going to be doing, talking about the announcements. And he said, hello there. And I was like, oh, dude, I think that's it. You're a genius. It was really hard for me to come up with a name. So I'm calling it Hello There because basically it's like, hello there. We got a new announcement. We got a new release. Let's talk about it. I'm just going to give you guys like kind of my quick hitting thoughts. It's not going to be too long. My intent with these streams is like maybe 30 to 45 minutes, hour at the very, very most if I have a lot to say about some stuff. But at the same time, I want to save all the goodness for Sundays when I do my other show, Sneak Peek, as you guys know. And on Sneak Peek, what I'll probably do is then branch out more into different topics and conversations with Justin based on the figure. So like, talking about Grand Admiral Thrawn, then going into talk more about the Ahsoka line, things like that, just getting more in depth on Sundays. So really these shows, like I said, just quick, something hopefully like on this basically could be any day, but the main days that I stream Wednesday and Sunday. But it could really be any day. I'll just pop in, do a 30 to 60 minute stream, depending on how much time I have, how much I have to say, what the figure is, and all that. So thank you guys. We got 21 people in here. Please, if you haven't already, guys, please hit that like button. Some housekeeping as always. If you like what I do, please consider supporting the channel by becoming a channel member and joining the Evil Empire. You get access to a bunch of cool perks. You get custom emojis that you see everybody using in the chats. You get exclusive shout outs. You get early access to videos that I drop. Also, there's giveaways. I just gave away a Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi figure. I think that was a couple weeks ago. There's more in store for giveaways. So you're eligible for those. And then also you get a really cool badge next to your name, depending on how long you've been a member. So huge shout out to what was 33, but we got a new member tonight. Let's go. So huge shout out to 34 total members. Y'all are the goats, man. Y'all are the best in the 1-6 game. Let's go. Also, if you're looking for some cases like the ones I got behind me, you can check out MODUSPACE.com. Use code SNEAKER in all caps for $20 off your order. And last but not least, before I finally address you guys in the chat, thank you guys again so much for being here. I want to just transition my scene over here, and I want to talk about Underground figures. Underground is the GOAT. Also, I posted a little bit earlier today, but they got Obi-Wan Kenobi in stock. Actually not in stock. Let me click real quick. Sorry, not in stock, but estimated ship date September 3rd. So very, very, like that's like a little over a week. So probably not going to last very long, but that figure's up for a quick pre-order, I guess, because he's already released. So it's going to be quick. But then also Grand Admiral Thrawn is still here, and we're going to talk to him about it. Get that price 5% off MSRP from Sideshow. Thrawn is still up. He's probably not going to last long either as far as this pre-order goes. And then also this just popped up today. Again, that price is just so much different from Sideshow. You probably don't have to pay tax. You get double box shipping free of charge. It's just the way to go for me for pretty much the majority of releases. So shout out to Underground Figures. You can always check out the description below for more details. And also please mention me when you make an order. You can do it in the order comments or by email. Even if you have a question, please mention me. It helps for future giveaways and stuff like that for the channel. Ray's been great about participating in giveaways and contributing to those for people. So, you know, I like doing my giveaways. So huge shout out to Underground Figures. If you're thinking about pre-ordering this, especially this new Chewbacca C-3PO set, so really, it's going to be a lower price point for sure, all said and done, than Sideshow. With that being said, let me go back and let's address you guys. We got, like I said, 21 in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. We got Cage, Grand Moff of the channel in the house. He says, first, hello there. What's up, dude? Thank you so much for being here as always. We got Christian Cooper. What's up, Steven? Everyone in the chat. And also Christian, my guy, just became a member and joined the Evil Empire. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate it. I know you're always in here showing support. But yeah, dude, I just really appreciate it. You obviously do not have to do that. But I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, man. Everyone who's a channel member, I do truly appreciate it. I put a lot of work into it. Not that people really care too much to hear about it, but there's a lot of work that goes into stuff. Like even for this show, like I spent basically almost 45 minutes to an hour just like making a quick thumbnail, setting up the stream on the streaming software. So like a lot of this stuff takes time. A lot of it takes time, effort, planning, so much stuff behind the scenes to make shows run so smooth. So I just really appreciate any support if you guys enjoy the show and enjoy watching me as a content creator. So thank you so much, Christian, for becoming a member, and also just everybody else who's a channel member. We got Universal Key in the house. Also, he says, evening, everyone. Evening to you, bro. Thank you so much for being here. We got Prime Time Reviews. What is up, dude? Another channel member. Oh man, a Friday night show. Let's effing go. Yes, sir. Let's go, man. Thank you so much for being here, Brandon. Appreciate you, bro. We got Cage Name One of Us, Christian Cooper. Let's go, dude. We got Nomar in the house. Says, what's up, Steven chat? What is up, Nomar? Thank you so much for being here, bro. As always in here supporting. We got Yomo. He says, yo, what is up, dude? Also, I know I've already said it a couple times, but congrats to Yomo on his fatherhood, man. Just so awesome. There's nothing like it. I know you're probably not sleeping too well right now, but it'll get better. It'll get better. And it's one of the most rewarding things you'll ever do in life. So congratulations to you and your family for having that baby boy for a few months now. Congrats, bro. We got Grand Admiral Valkyrie Magnus in the house. Happy Friday, Evil Empire crew. Happy Friday to you. We got Jose G. Hernandez. Hello there. What is up, bro? Thank you so much for tuning into the show. We got MB Dyson 829. Hello there, all. Hello to you. We got Safeful in the house. Where's Mr. Meow? This is a solo show, bro. That'll be on Sunday. But thank you so much for being here, bro. We got Darth Malgus for Emperor. Evening, gents. He must have just got here after I gave him his plug for helping me think of the show title. Hello there. What? But just how did I not think of this? Obi-Wan, you know, the GOAT. Just gotta love it. Gotta love it. Christian says, you deserve, bro. You're the best. Thank you so much, bro. Really appreciate it. We got Jazzy in the house. Says, Steve, what is up, bro? Thank you so much for being here, Jazzy. Christian says, what a day today. Met Hayden in person. That is crazy, dude. That's so awesome. I said it was amazing. I'm sure. I've heard really just all good things. All good things. Jazzy says, can't wait for the Star Wars talk. Let's go. Let's get into it. Let me switch over here again. Let's start talking about Grand Admiral Thrawn here. So, man, this was kind of a surprise, right? Like, we saw the coming soon photos for that Hot Toys had put out, like their coming soon picture with a bunch of figures displayed, and Thrawn was on it. Not the one really that I expected to be released first, especially with them developing a new head sculpt. I guess the clothing is relatively easy. They kind of already did Krennic, right? So it's probably something that's a little bit easier for them to do. You know, this white outfit. It's pretty simple otherwise. But the head sculpt, I feel like was something that would have taken them a while to do. I'm just gonna go through some pictures and talk about some of this stuff. Like I said, just kind of my quick thoughts, and I'll save a lot more conversation for Sunday night. So first impressions, this looks really good. Yeah, I see Jose Jose saying Sideshow also has their first look unboxing up too. I might actually pull that up when we're done talking about maybe I will when I'm done talking about this here. I'll try to pull it up. Yes, maybe I'll try to pull that video up if I have time. We'll see. But dang, this first impressions, this looks exactly like the prototype in my mind. I don't really think too much changed. This looks spot on to me when it comes to the actor. I think it looks great. I think the clothing looks awesome. Nomar says, was this a quick turnaround? It was. Like, I'm trying to think. I think it was under a year. So it was like relatively quick, I feel like, for him, which like I said, I'm kind of surprised. This looks great. I can't wait to get it. What better, like, I'm just like starting out this line. I've been talking about the Ahsoka line for a while now, and just how I don't know of another line where I'm more excited about just like the line kicking off and what's to come. When you think about all the variation of the Ahsoka line, starting it out with Thrawn, and I'm thinking about what all these are going to look like in like one of these cases back here, just having a full case of all Ahsoka figures. It's going to be so awesome. This figure doesn't come with too much. Head sculpt looks great. I love all the detail they captured, like even like the skin texture and just like how his skin looks, the eyes. This is Grand Admiral Thrawn, no doubt. I think that it's sculpted really well. The head sculpt it looks great. They just captured all the detail in his face really well. I know there were a lot of people who were saying that like the body may have changed potentially. I don't know. I was looking at like prototype figures versus the prototype photos versus this. This looked really similar to the prototype in my mind. So I don't know if anything really changed as far as it slimmed down or not. If it did, I don't really think it's that noticeable of a difference. So either way, I think it looks great. I don't have a problem with it either way. I think they got this right for sure. I love these simple this is kind of the pose, something like this that I'm going to go with. This is a cool accessory. Does this come with the table? That I don't remember. I need to look that up real quick. I know it comes with like the hologram, but does it come actually on that table? Let me find out. It does. Okay, so it comes with that little table stand as well, which is cool. That's awesome. I like that a lot. I really like that a lot, that it comes with like the table. I didn't remember what came with that. And yeah, he doesn't really have a lot of accessories. So he's got the hologram miniature of that Star Destroyer. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is a cool pose, man. This is like Grand Admiral Thrawn through and through. This looks really dope. Yeah, dude, this just looks so good, man. Then he's got like, I guess he's got like a blaster, and then he's got this like data pad, which is cool. I think that's cool to have a data pad in here. It's what he had in the show, in the Ahsoka show. So very simple accessory wise, but he looks great. So already Ahsoka line 1 for 1. I've been saying it the whole time with all these prototypes that they've shown, at least if they can get anywhere close to the prototypes for these Ahsoka figures when it comes to the head sculpts, this line is going to be potentially like my favorite line that I have as far as like once. I don't know if I'm going to get every single figure from the line, but definitely the majority. Because the nice thing about this is it kind of crosses over content, right? So you got Clone Wars, Rebels, then you have the show itself, and you get these new characters like Baylan and Shin. So it just kind of goes across the Star Wars timeline. And it's just very cool in that way. So that's really it. I don't really have much else to say about him. Like I said, on Sunday, we'll dive a little bit deeper into the Ahsoka line, talk a little bit more in depth about him, but this is a banger of a release. I cannot wait to get this figure. And I put up a poll. So I started a poll theme to the show. Does this Grand Admiral Thrawn figure have the high ground? So if you haven't voted already, please do. Basically just saying, does it have the high ground? Is this a winner or is this a loser? Yes or no? That's pretty much it. So does Grand Admiral Thrawn figure have high ground? I will end the poll here in a minute or so. We got Illusion Entity in the house. What is up? Thank you so much for tuning into the show. Appreciate you being here. You almost says thanks. That means a lot. Thank you. No doubt, bro. No doubt. Kate says, what are the chances they ever do a Rebels accurate head sculpt? Because that would be dope too. I don't think Hot Toys would do it. I could see Sideshow potentially doing an animated Grand Admiral Thrawn though. Kind of, but maybe like it's. I think about like how I think about how Hot Toys did Cad Bane from Book of Boba Fett, and then basically Sideshow did like the Clone Wars version of Cad Bane as well. So maybe that way, but that would be really dope to have an animated one for sure. For sure. We got channel member Brad Cormack in the house. What's up, Brad? Thank you so much for being here. He says, hey, Sneaker. Hey, Brad. Thank you, dude. Thank you for being here. Does Grand Admiral Thrawn figure have the high ground? Let's end the poll. We got 66% say yes, no, 33%. So 2/3 say yes. This is a winner in my book. And I know another thing is I can see why people wouldn't be drawn to this, because Thrawn isn't like a huge character for people, especially like if you saw Ahsoka and saw Grand Admiral Thrawn, you'd probably be like, okay, he's cool. Like he's a cool villain. But if you know the history, he's way beyond what Ahsoka portrays him as when it comes to Rebels and when it comes to his novels as well. Like Thrawn is just, he's like a military mastermind, strategist. He is, or is it strategist? Is that how you say it? He's always like kind of one step ahead, and his thing is kind of like learning about his enemies. He wants to learn, he wants to know as much as he can about his enemies. And that's how he feels like he can defeat them. So there you go. Jeffrey's in the house. What's up, Jeffrey? Says Hot Toys always does well with blue head sculpts. This is true. They do well with blue head sculpts. They're always winners. Let's see here. Collection Obsession is in here. What is up? Channel member says, hi, Sneaker. I didn't know you were streaming tonight. What did I miss? I'm only getting Thrawn from the Ahsoka line. You have some good reserve, my friend, for only getting Thrawn. So you didn't miss much. I'm just doing a new show. I'm doing a new show where I talk about just releases and announcements, where I'm just gonna come on, talk about my quick thoughts. It's gonna be a quick stream, like I said, under an hour typically, and then I'll talk more about everything on Sunday night for my my main sneak peek live stream. So Nomar, for some reason your comment isn't popping up in my chat, but I see it in the YouTube chat, but I don't see it on my stream chat, which is very weird. But Nomar says, after 2 days, have you made up your mind regarding Greedo or too soon? Oh boy, dude, I'm torn, man. I really am, because the figure looks great, and I feel like it's something that I almost feel like I need to add it into my original trilogy collection, but I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Luckily, I still have a few days, or I guess like a little under 2 weeks to figure that out. So we'll see, man. Good question. Good question. So there we have it. Grand Admiral Thrawn. Let's switch over. Let's talk about this crazy announcement. This was one when I saw this at that event that Hot Toys had. I saw this. I'm like, I don't think they're gonna make this. I'm thinking like, there's no way they're gonna make this. At least I didn't think they were gonna make it anytime soon. And for them to announce it this quick, that was crazy. I did say too, like my thought was like this was gonna be closer to maybe pushing $500. I think that was maybe my initial impression, was like, oh, this might pull $500. But it didn't. Still expensive though. We got Kenny Lang in the house. What's up, Kenny? He says you need this, dude. 100%. Pratt says he has to get this Chewy. So I was pretty surprised that this was announced. But what I'll say is, this is kind of how I feel about OT, is like, anytime you're thinking any other thoughts about, like, the hobby kind of makes you think about a lot of things, like when you're getting figures from other lines, how you're going to navigate it. Like sometimes it can get like kind of tiring too, just like especially because they've just been laying so many figures on us lately. It can just be like a lot at times, right? Navigating the hobby, figuring things out. And then they do things like this. They make this type of announcement. And for me, the OT, what started it all, and Empire Strikes Back, it's basically a perfect movie. I give the edge to Return of the Jedi just because for the nostalgic factor and like that version of Luke being my favorite. I've talked about that in the past, but Empire, an amazing movie, and to get an updated Chewie as well is great. So anytime we get OT figures, and especially to this caliber like Chewbacca, which one everybody's been waiting for a while, very exciting, very exciting. Illusion Etsy says so. Jar Jar soon. Yeah, I mean, they showed it. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up doing the same thing for that. Like now too, I'm kind of like, well, that event, wow, they showed this stuff, like maybe they're for real about actually like getting this stuff out potentially for announcements quick, you know what I mean? So what's up, Ryan Burns in the house says Hot Toys is killing it with Star Wars lately. They really are. Like, as a Star Wars fan, I am very happy with the amount of figures that we're getting. Obviously, a lot of figures are coming out, but I'm really happy with what they've been showing us for sure. Christian says, "Where's Padawan Obi, dude?" I don't know, man. This is crazy. This was like one for me I thought was going to be a given. It's crazy that they still haven't done this. I still think I'm holding out hope. I still think it'll happen. You need him for the Phantom Menace, so it's just crazy they haven't done it yet. Maybe it might be because of the release timing of the Kenobi show, because we got Mandalorian armor Kenobi, Clone Wars Kenobi, and then we're waiting for the Kenobi show. So I could see it maybe around the release of the Kenobi show version, or like after that at some point, them revealing Padawan. It might be just be a timing thing. I mean, that's 3 Obi-Wans. If they do a 4th one within this 1 year, as far as like announcements and releases combined go, that's pretty crazy. 3 Obi-Wan. It's already a goat year. Christian instant pre-order from me. He's the second goat, dude. Yeah, Padawan Obi. We need. Kenny says he thinks Jar Jar might be in purgatory for a while. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. They've been pumping out the Star Wars like crazy for like, they're trying to get all their figures out for release, or that are going to be releasing next year. They're getting that, like, they're getting those announcements out. It's crazy how much stuff they're doing. But let's talk about this. So right off the bat, when I saw this, I was like, wow, they are like, I was up late last night and I saw it when I was watching Collector Joey's stream. Shout out to him. He does Copper Drop on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Central. And later he was just about to sign off, and basically this got announced. So yeah, then I can't fall asleep when something like this happens for a little while. I get hyped up. But Chewbacca with disassembled C-3PO. I'll start a poll real quick. I think I know what the answer is going to be. Do Chewie and 3PO have the high ground? Is this a winner or a loser? Come on, people. Come on, you know the answer. What is up, Justin? Justin, how you figuring the house says, where is Artisan Kylo? Dude, it might happen. Might still happen. Let's take a look. So, I mean, right off the bat, you can just notice some drastic changes to what the A New Hope version looks like. Especially with like the fur, the head sculpt. You could just see it just from without even knowing what this figure has changed. There is a lot of change going on here. This base is kind of like, I mean, like, you're kind of pushing it on this base. This is pretty small. You're not gonna have a lot of posability with this, but nevertheless, I do like these circular bases. I finally got around to opening up C-3PO from Return of the Jedi. He's right here, and I do like the base. I do like the circular base. It is cool, but you can see the detail in his fur is just significantly, like, it looks improved to me. This 3PO looks really good. This is cool. Also, this has it's battery powered, unfortunately, but he's got LEDs in his eyes that light up too. So here we got the separate rolling eyeballs, articulated jaw. This is a huge win. Rolling eyes are just so great. I love how you can switch up expressions. Rolling eyes are great. The one thing I will say, his teeth are a little small. Like these longer teeth could definitely be longer. That's one thing I feel like, is the teeth aren't 100% right, but articulated jaw, this is not something what I would have thought is they would maybe do separate head sculpts, but articulated jaw, awesome. These details, I feel like when you're in 6 scale, some of these details are just like, I feel like hard to capture too. Like to get it 100% right, I feel like it would just be something that'd be hard to do, but nevertheless, not a deal breaker. I think he still looks so good. Chewbacca just seems like a hard character to capture too. Like Hot Toys, the Force Awakens version was not, that's one that's just not good. But yes, having like looking at this new one, this is a notable improvement. I still think the A New Hope version is decent, but having this, like where you can really see the facial features a little bit better too, the rolling eyeballs, the opening jaw, it's really cool. We got a 199 super chat on a Friday night from none other than Mr. Meow, aka Mr. This Justin, aka Justin, aka How. Yeah. Big yeah. My co-host on Sunday nights for Sneak Peek. Thank you so much, bro. Hello there. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much, dude. Bringing the hype to the stream, even though you're not on it. Love to see it. Love to see it. We got Mitchell Lawrence in the house. What is up, Mitchell? He says this is a must-have for OT and Empire Strikes Back fans. I pre-ordered him without second guessing. Yes, he is a must-have, for sure. For sure. We got Darth Malgus for Emperor, says really nice figure, but doesn't go with anything in my collection. And that's a fine thing, man. That's totally, I think that's something that is a notable thing to acknowledge when it comes to your collection. Sometimes figures are awesome. They check all the boxes other than it doesn't fit with anything else. And that is totally fine. 100%. I think that's a good way to collect. Nomar says I will continue to answer. No, only Obi-Wan can have the high ground. Yes, sir. Let's go. Collection Obsession says, what happened to the teased Bespin base? Great question. Great question. It must have just been like a diorama piece or something. Illusion Entity says, but if the teeth are longer, you won't be able to close them out properly. Bingo. That's probably why they don't do it. It would be probably some difficult things that have to change with the head sculpt there. So there's some give and take there, right? I agree. So from an accuracy standpoint, this isn't perfect teeth wise, but like, I feel like too, you probably want the mouth, like a lot of collectors are going to want his mouth to just be closed. Right. Let's see here. Yeah, happy MB Dice says happy Chewie, a second growling head would be nice. I agree. I think like a more actiony, like kind of angry Chewie would be nice. Before I continue, guys, 34 of you in here. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. Really helps the channel out. Also, I love how we're getting wool hairstyling on basically everything now. So they're taking this wool hair, and instead of using that kind of like cheap hair, they're putting this like wool hair, I'm guessing the same type that they're using in these artisan figures, into Chewbacca, like into this Chewbacca figure, which is great. So it's not gonna be really cheap quality. It'd be good quality hair and fur, hopefully. This is a cool picture with his bowcaster and also him holding this like E11 blaster right here. We got Thrawn's office in the house. Grand Admiral Thrawn. His office also has a rank. What is up, bro? Thank you so much for tuning in to the show. Good to see you in here. We're just talking about Chewie. We're almost done. I'm gonna keep this under an hour tonight. This looks great, and then he looks great on his own. So this is where it's tough. Like, one thing they could have done too is like they could have just done like a standard version with just Chewie, and then a deluxe version with C-3PO added on. I feel like that would have been a nice option for them to do. At at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if that's really like in Hot Toys' best interest now. I feel like from a marketing standpoint too, of like, it just makes more copies of it. So maybe they're just trying to like say, hey, if you want multiple Chewbaccas, you got to buy both. You know, it's kind of a win for them. Hammer God says, I've heard from owners of the first Chew that the fur hair on the body looks like the original, but the head sculpt looks like wool hair. It does look, the fur and hair on the body does look similar. Mine is not styled as good as this one. They must have really, like, they just styled it so well. I feel like the fur, like in some of these photos, like this looks so much better. I don't know if they touched this up in Photoshop or what, but this is like perfectly laid out. Chewie comes with a little comb too, like a literal, like little tiny comb that you like brush through his fur. I have not really done that or mess with that. Mine looks pretty good the way it is, but yeah, it just looks like they did a nice job. Texture wise, like this looks very similar, and it's fine. I think the fur on the body is fine. I don't really have any issues with it. So that's a good point, Hammer of God. And thank you so much for tuning in the show, bro. Head sculpt wise, I think it looks great. I really think this looks really good. Chewie doesn't really need to come with much. Bandolier, bowcaster, and I like how he has this blaster too that they throw in. This looks so cool, man. This is so iconic from Empire with 3PO, destroyed 3PO on his back. Like, this is just so cool. I remember I had a little Power of the Force figure with this that was really hard to get when I was younger. It was like, oh, I really want this like 3PO in the net, and then you like put him in there. I remember too when I collected Star Wars Black Series, like that version came out, Chewbacca with this. It was a pain in the ass actually to put him in the net, but it looks so, it's just such a cool piece, and it's just like when they're getting out of Bespin, it's just so cool, man. This is such a cool piece. But this, let's talk about this a little bit here. I understand teases, and you know, like we got General Grievous, right? General Grievous gets announced. Oh, they show the back of Obi-Wan's head. That's to me is like more of a tease of something, right? Like, are we going to get it? I don't know if we're really going to get a new Obi-Wan anytime soon, like a Revenge of the Sith 2.0. When you do something like this, though, and you show the figure full body and put it into the, like, display like this screams to me that this thing's getting announced. That this, like, Bespin Escape Leia is getting announced. I really want this version of Leia. I've been kind of like holding off on Hoth Leia because the price on her is pretty high. I would probably take this version. This is just an awesome version. We got Jedi 291 in the house. What is up, man? He says, good evening, Steve. This figure looks amazing. No doubt. I want Leia as well. Jose says Chewie's bag belt thing. Chewie's bag belt thing should have been leather. His bandolier. My New Hope one is still holding up. It feels cheap and like it could rip easily. Yeah, so I actually I bought a lot, like a lot of figures, like multiple figures at once, and then ended up selling them, and a Chewbacca was in there, and the pleather had some issues. The one I have, not an issue. Pleather, it's all about that climate control, man. It does feel cheap. You got to be careful with it. But this is, yeah, unfortunately going to likely be pleather again. Yeah, Mitchell says, I hope we get Leia. I missed out on the Hoth Leia. I'm kind of selective a little bit more about Leia. I have Endor Leia because I really like Endor and Wicket and then Luke together for that Endor set. I held off on Hoth Leia. I really want this version. I want this version so then you can put Chewie and 3PO, Leia and Lando together. So happy I have a Lando. Shout out to Grand Admiral of the channel, Howard Potts, for hooking me up with a Lando. So happy to have Lando in the collection now after seeing this for sure, because they're all going to just go so great together. So really hope we get this Leia. The shoes are definitely different. So these like heeled boots. So this is interesting. It's like they show the boots, they show this outfit, and then this head sculpt though is the same head sculpt that they've shown with like the Bespin Leia head sculpt. This is the exact same thing. This head sculpt is also the one that they showed in the Endor photos, so it's very, very similar. Bespin Escape Leia. When was the last time we saw a figure like a picture like this with all of them, or I'm sorry, a picture like this where like they put a like tease figure into the photo like this. Like this is a part of it. You know what this reminded me of? And I said this last night when I was chatting with a couple people. I was like, I won't be surprised if they like announce this within 24 hours. I was kind of surprised that they didn't, because it reminds me of like when 000, the droid, the assassin droid 000 was shown with BT1 together. It's like you're showing them in the photo together. Like the other one's got to happen, right? I would really like it if they did rolling eyes with this, and maybe updated the head sculpt, because it's an older head sculpt. So maybe this is a tease and they're just working on it. But I think we're getting this figure at some point because of that. And I really, really hope that we do. Collection Obsession is glad I held off on Bespin Leia. Yeah, no doubt. And we got SG Collectibles in the house. Says, what's up, Steve? What is up? Thank you so much for being here, SG. Appreciate you tuning in to the show. So Bespin Escape Leia, gotta have it. I really, really hope we get that version of Leia. This is where the open mouth, the articulated jaw looks really good. Have it like this. Also, Chewie's like quite posable. You can get him into like pretty much like whatever you're gonna need for Chewbacca, you're gonna be able to do it. I like this like expression. It's almost kind of like he might be like maybe smiling a little bit too much, versus when his mouth is kind of just resting shut and he's got like his teeth kind of like you know, you can see his teeth still. Nevertheless, I think it looks really good. Just really cool. I like the stormtrooper in the background. This looks great, man. This looks great. Look at the detailing, and like you can really see, I feel like the ones in A New Hope are, I feel like the eyes are kind of like, I feel like the forehead kind of protrudes over his eyes and the eyes are like sunken back in. So you really got to look at him close to see like what his eyes look like. The coloring in his fur on this one is so nice. And you can really just, I feel like, see it better. And now I'm curious. I want to see on Sideshow if what's in the box. It's kind of like I almost this like, I know this is pleather, but this also like looks a little darker than the current one that I have, like his bandolier. This looks like it's a little bit of a different texture, maybe potentially, than the one that I have. Could be wrong though. This is cool, man. This is really cool too. I love how you like, you have all the parts and like, look at the detailing. It's so awesome. We got wires sticking out. That is so cool. This is cool too, putting the cuffs on with Lando. Very cool. So this is where you kind of see 3PO, disassembled 3PO with chrome application. So I don't really think we're going to be getting a die cast 3PO. What's probably happening is they're just going to take plastic and then put chrome paint on it, which would make sense when you have Chewie standing up and 3PO on his back. I don't know if I necessarily like, I don't think it needs to be die cast. That's going to make it so back heavy. Like it really doesn't need to be die cast. I'm happy with this being plastic. If it's plastic, it's fine. So there you go. Separate rolling eyeballs, articulated jaw, wool hair styling, which is awesome. I'm really glad they did that. I love how you get the disassembled 3PO. Like I said, I was kind of like, I'm going to be surprised if we get this. I thought that it was like, maybe this was a showcase piece that they're just like showcasing and saying like, oh hey, yeah, this is like something that, you know, we've seen it in the past with all the graveyard figures, right? But they're doing it. They're doing it. I'm pumped. This looks so cool. Yeah, I'm excited. Let's see if you guys are excited. We got 25 votes. Do Chewie and 3PO have the high ground? Yes, 75%. No, 23%. I could see like, dude, it's tough right now, man. If you're like, there is so much stuff coming out in the next year and a half. It's insane. I look at what's left to come out this year potentially. It is alarming how much stuff is still yet to come out. It's crazy. So I mean, they keep on coming, man. I wouldn't be surprised if tonight we get another announcement, but that's it. Those are my thoughts. Look at that, 45 minutes. That's pretty good. Like I said, it's kind of how I want the show to go. Under an hour, give you guys my quick thoughts on the figures. I really want to just do this. This is something that, like, I like talking about these figures, to be able to just kind of hop on when, like, say, oh, like, let's say tomorrow we get an announcement, you know, or later tonight we get an announcement. Tomorrow I can hop on, do a quick live show, talk about this for 30 minutes or so. That's more my style. People can go back and watch the replay after that. Versus, like, I don't really like pre-recording talk as a figure preview, because then I gotta, like, pre-record it, edit it, post it, and that is just, like, for a figure preview where I could just come on for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, chat with you guys. That to me is just more fun. I like doing that more so when it comes to, like, enjoyment of doing stuff on YouTube. So that's kind of my idea with this show. I'm also very limited on time. I don't have a lot of time to do a bunch of editing and stuff like that right now, especially like right now, tail end of summer. Going into the winter, it'll be a little bit better. Into the fall and winter, rather, it'll be a little bit better. But that's it. Nomar says Char is greater than Omar. You are crazy, bro. You are crazy. That's it. So Thrawn, I've had pre-ordered, I think since day one. I think I pre-ordered Thrawn from Underground Figures, so I'll be waiting anxiously for him. And then also I pre-ordered Chewbacca and C-3PO this morning. Pre-ordered them as well from Underground Figures. You're gonna save a lot of money going that route. Ambidestined agrees. Yeah, live is more fun, Steve. I agree. It's just like, I feel like live versus just like talking, pre-recording something, talking about this, when I could, like, it's almost like I'm just kind of hanging out with everybody talking figures. That to me is like way more fun. And I just enjoy that a lot more, going through the chat. Collection Obsession says, we like the interaction with you, Steve, when talking about this kind of stuff. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. You guys know me by now, watching my content. Like, I like just driving my content and shows off of interacting with everyone else. Like, that is just more fun to me, more natural for me. And it kind of just keeps the show rolling. So I like this style that I have going. What else? Anybody else got anything? I will leave the floor open for the next minute, and then I'm going to sign off here. Brad also agrees. I definitely like this lifestyle. Yeah, it's more fun. You get to tune in. You got thoughts about the figures. It's just more fun to, like, the hype of it is more fun when you listen and you get involved into chats. It makes the hobby more fun, you know, when you go into live stream chats and stuff too, talk about figures with other people. It is just more fun. Nomar says, we should all go to your house and talk about new announcements. Steve. Everybody fly, drive, bus, whatever. Whatever you got to do. Valkyrie Magnus, what is up, Valkyrie? Oh yeah, you commented way earlier. I was gonna say, I don't remember seeing your name, but I see it right here. Happy Friday, Evil Empire crew. Yes, I was gonna say, I know you're always in here. I always love your live streams. Thank you so much, and I appreciate the support from you as well, being a channel member. Always been being at the live streams for as a while now. Since I've seen your name pop up. Ryan says, and I don't care what anyone says. I'm copying that Garandan, dude. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. Don't know what I'm gonna do with those figures yet. We'll see. We shall see. Cage with Chewie, join the Lando hating group that you lead on Sunday nights. Oh my gosh, dude, Lando's great, man. Great figure, but he's still a traitor. SG Collectibles, man, I hope you're right. We get another announcement for Hot Toys, but then again, my wallet. Yeah, for real, that's how it's been going this whole entire year. It's hard to keep up. Jose says, you're getting them, aren't you, Steve? Dude, we'll see. You need Greedo. I think the one that I'm leaning towards probably getting is going to be Greedo. Ponda Baba's also, I feel like the main ones, I know there's 5 that they showed. The main, I could see myself getting 3, Greedo, Ponda Baba, and Dr. Evazan, just to have those 3. I don't know necessarily if I need the other 2 yet. We'll see. I think Garandan looks cool. They all look really cool. Scum and Villainy, man. It's awesome. Universal Key says thoughts on the 89 Batmobile after having it open for a couple days. It's awesome, man. It's an awesome piece. Vehicles are great. Never thought I'd get a couple of the vehicles that I have, but once you have them in person, they're just so cool. What they represent in the collection is just awesome. I'm really happy with it. Takes up a whole DF-120 or DF-120, like one of these cases basically, or the majority of it on the bottom. But it's awesome. I'm really happy with it. Got a killer deal on it. Shout out to Collector Zone. One popped up and he had a coupon going and it was crazy deal. Yeah, Jose says, remember, there's going to be a second wave of Scum and Villainy. Yeah, and I know it's going to be like all Jabba's Palace and stuff mostly in Return of the Jedi, but crazy. Yeah, Bib Fortuna. Yep, 100%. What up, baby? What up, Reverse Zeo in the house? What's up, bro? Thank you so much for tuning in to we're at the tail end of the show. But I appreciate you, bro. Guys, go check out Reverse Zeo. He does some dope content as well. And I know now he's back busy with work, so we'll see what his schedule is going to be like. But happy to see you, bro. Always good seeing you in here. Collection session sneaker needs Greedo. Yeah, we'll see. Mitchell says, are you getting Jar Jar? If they announce him, yes, I would get Jar Jar Binks 1000%. 1000%. Okay, that's it, guys. Great, successful first show of Hello There. What do you guys think? Do you guys like, should I continue doing this? Would you guys, let me ask you this. Here, you know what? I'll put up a quick poll. I'm going to start a poll. What would you rather see? Pre-recorded previews? Live previews. Wait, oh, let me just say pre-recorded release announcement videos, live streams. Start a poll. We'll end it with this. Yes, you have the high ground. I love it. Like, I do like watching pre-recordeds. Like, sometimes, usually when like stuff will pop up, like I watch How You Figure. He dropped one for Grand Admiral Thrawn and then one for Chewbacca and 3PO as well. And like I was busy today with my kids and I was kind of just like had it one earbud in listening to those. So that's always nice. But also you can kind of do the same thing for lives as well. You know what I mean? You can always wear an earbud or something and listen to kind of replays of live streams too. But this is just more fun for me. Live, this is the way. Yeah, Darth Maul prefer this format over recordings. We got 10 votes, 30 people in here. Guys, if you could, I'm about to end the stream here shortly. Please hit that like button. We still got 30 of y'all watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on a random whim on a Friday night. Really appreciate it. So this is going to be, like I said, kind of this new, really quick show that I'm doing called Hello There. Thanks again, Darth Malgus for Emperor, for the name. I couldn't come up with one to save my life. But it's so cool. Like, hello there. Release. Announcement. Let's talk about it real quick. I love it. Love it, dude. And just ode to the GOAT, Obi-Wan Kenobi himself. 14 votes to give you guys a minute or so. We got Clinton Martin in the house. What is up? He says, howdy, folks, and hello there. Yes, Clinton, I don't know if you just heard what I had just mentioned, but just starting a new show. I might repeat myself a little bit, but I'm starting a new show where basically whenever there's a release or an announcement, I'm going to hop onto a live stream real quick and start just doing, I'm going to start doing live shows. Instead of, I've thought about doing preview videos. I would love to do it. Every time a release like this or an announcement happens, I'm like, damn, I really want to like go on and pre-record a video, and I just can't. But it's so much easier for me to hop on, set up a live stream, and then do it that way, even though it's still work. But I would just much rather do it this way. So there you go. I'm going to start doing the hello there preview and release an announcement preview live streams. Yeah. Enchanted Jedi's in the house. Dang, I just got here. You can catch a replay if you guys do want to hear my thoughts. But like I said too, this show is kind of intended to give my quick thoughts on it. And like I said, keep the shows under an hour, quick thoughts. And then on Sunday nights on Sneak Peek, elaborate on things, you know, like we'll talk. Justin and I are going to have some great conversation on Sunday, 2 days from now, related to like Grand Admiral Thrawn, Chewbacca, 3PO, and then talking about the Ahsoka line. So this also helps kind of breed content for the longer streams that I do on Sundays with Justin. So hope you guys enjoy listening to me, I guess. Nomar says, next Hello There show, I want to see everyone type hello there in the chat when you go live. Dude, yes, I would love that, man. We got to get that going. We got to get that going. Also, if you're a channel member, you can hit that hello there emoji with prequel Obi-Wan's face. Oh, it's so good. We got Yomo. What is up, bro? Let's go. Welcome to the Evil Empire, man. Thank you so much for joining up. He says, long live the Empire. I really appreciate it, man. Yomo, such a good dude. Yeah, really appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for becoming a member, man. I really appreciate it. We got 35. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much, bro. Clinton says lives are better, in my opinion, more engagement. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think as well. We got Darth Reese, the Mall Fiend, says, what's up, nerds? What is up, bro? Reese actually won the Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi figure giveaway a couple weeks ago, channel members giveaway. So congrats to him. I met up with him in person because he's local to me and gave him the figure. Well deserved. Great friend, a great supporter of the channel. So thank you so much, bro. And also, I mentioned this in the past, but if there's a giveaway for something too, the higher tier that you are in Evil Empire, the more you get an extra entry for the higher, each tier you go, you get an extra entry. Valkyrie Magnus with $1.99. Thank you so much. An open cardboard box with the word unboxing. This must be, is this a super sticker? It's probably just telling me like the description. Oh, it's a super sticker. Thank you so much for this, for the $1.99 super sticker. I really appreciate it. So this program that I use to live stream, it does like random, descriptions for stuff that's happening. So thank you so much for the $1.99 super sticker. I really appreciate it, Valkyrie. Thank you so much. Cage, help me convince Steve to make Friday streams shirtless. Oh yes, that'd be funny. We got another channel member, Cylon, now says, good evening, Steve. What is up, man? Thank you so much for tuning into the show, Cylon. Appreciate you being here. You're at the tail end, but we got 39 people still hanging out. This is my problem. It's hard for me to end live streams when people are still talking so much. I feel like I kind of just want to hang out and keep chatting, but that's what ends up happening. End up doing a live stream. Look at that. We're already at an hour, and I said, oh, I'll leave the floor open for like 30 to 60 seconds. And then this happens. Enchanted Jedi says, I need that Obi-Wan. Congrats. Hey, Underground Figures still has that Obi-Wan. I'm kind of surprised. Up for pre-order. And estimated to ship September 3rd. So somehow he got another allotment, which is great. Reese says it's the Midwest goodbye, but in live stream form. Dude, for real. For real. Christian says, I heard Steve is doing a giveaway with all his figures. No, dude, I'm not giving away any of my figures, bro. Case is very cool gift, dude. I'm jelly. What else we got? Not shirtless would bring back the long hair. I can't do it, man. I can't bring back the long hair anytime soon. I just can't do it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Christian says, when is my Attack of the Clones Anakin coming out? So Sideshow's been dragging their feet, I feel like, on Clone Wars Anakin. Or I'm not Clone Wars Anakin, I'm sorry, Attack of the Clones Anakin. I'm still waiting on mine from Underground Figures as well. Sideshow has been kind of like shipping them in random batches. So I'm waiting. I would think any day now it's gonna happen. I bet within like the next week or two. Enchanted Jedi says, Evil, have you decided anything on the Sideshow figs such as Greedo? Yes. Nomar asked that earlier. I haven't fully decided yet. I have not fully decided yet. I'm leaning towards probably picking up Greedo though. It's horrible timing. There's so much coming out. But I feel like I gotta have at least Greedo. It's really hard. And the price for, like, you know, they're putting that Hot Toys pricing on it. I feel like it's not justifiable versus what you get with a Hot Toys figure. And the quality, you know what I mean? But maybe Sideshow will shut me up when it comes to that as far as their quality goes. And I hope they do. I'd love for the figures to be really high quality. Jose says that list of figures you sent me wasn't for giveaways. No, it wasn't. I am selling some figures. If anybody needs a Black Adam Golden Armor Deluxe, the DX31, and then I have a solo Darth Maul that I'm selling, and I have a new sealed No Way Home final swing suit, the new red and blue suit, Tom Holland with that amazing head sculpt. If anybody is looking for either of those, Golden Armor Black Adam, solo Darth Maul, or final swing suit, red and blue, Tom Holland. There you go. Doesn't the Maul hologram ship in September? It should be shipping really whenever it's released already. So it's just whenever they get to it, or whenever they get it, I guess. Illusionist says, you'll 100% get your Attack of the Clones Anakin before I get my Inner Batman. I'm still waiting on my Inner Batman as well too. It's crazy how long you have to wait. Christian says, random question, but if there's one celebrity you could meet, who would it be? One celebrity. Honestly, dude, the one person that one celebrity I wish I could meet is Keanu Reeves. Yeah, he's a goat, bro. He is a goat, Keanu Reeves. I was trying to think. There's a couple people that I think about when it comes to this question, but Keanu Reeves is somebody I would love to meet, for sure. My Cage, my best is Jeff Hardy. Come on, bro. Nomar says Inner has disappointed me massively. It's ridiculous. It's just hard it's just waiting for so long, man. Waiting for so long. When something's already been released. I get like figures take a while to make, but like when it's already been released, and then like we're getting these other ones that have been released already in people's hands, it's kind of crazy. But hopefully they said they're gonna fix some of that stuff, and I hope that they do. They're newer, like they're kind of newer too, so it'll get better. I think it'll get better. I do like their products. Yes. Best figure of 2024 so far, in your opinion? Ooh, it's either Kenobi Vader. The battle damage Kenobi Vader is amazing, and it's the cleanest Vader look that, in my opinion, that you can get. So it's a double. You know, if you get the deluxe, it doubles as a clean battle damage. Just both of them are amazing. But also this Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, for me personally, like how much I love Obi-Wan, and just that arc throughout the Clone Wars, getting him in that armor, that is an amazing figure. Like, it's really close between those two, I'd say. Yeah. He almost says Keanu's up there for him. Awesome actor and human being. No doubt, dude. 100%. MB says Arnold. He's been a fan his whole life. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Hugh Jackman's a great one. He would be awesome too, as well, for sure. For sure. Darth Maul, when collectors in this hobby get pissed at wait times, you're doing something wrong. Yeah, man, you're going to be waiting for a while. You're going to be waiting for a while. Sometimes it just gets like when you wait, when a figure's released and you got to wait a really long time. Like I get okay, it takes them a long time. I'm okay with the waiting, like, oh, it takes them a long time to make it, because that's just how it is for a lot of these figures in this hobby. But when something's released and it's like, oh, we do this really small batch, ship them to system to ship it. Like, is it truly a release? I guess like it's going so slow. So it's still a release, but it's just the batch system. They just got to clean up the batch system. Illusion Eddie says Batman released 5 months ago and they've shipped 10% so far. Last we heard, they've released 2 more figures, which have also only been sent to influencers and VIPs. Yeah, or like you can get them overseas. Like Aragorn, I've seen pop up from like overseas resellers. That's basically it. So you either get it like from a reseller at a very high price, or you just continue to wait. Clinton says, how long do they get to use a new company excuse? Great question, man. That's a great question. I'm not trying to make any excuses. There's stuff that they definitely need to clean up. I just say that with being a new company, it's just probably something they're trying to figure out and work through. Hot Toys has been established for a while, so they got, the system on lock. Also, like, we got to get all this stuff from overseas. You know what I mean? We can't really get the stuff in the States. So yeah, this is a good question. How long are they going to use that? And then another thing is, then I know they've added a bunch of people in to help with their work, but I feel like once you start adding in more people, there's more risk of quality control issues for things. So we'll just see how it plays out, but I do like their products. I do like their stuff. Resum the Clone Wars Obi-Wan Spire. Trust me, I have one. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Someone paid over 1,000 for Aragorn earlier. Yeah, see, that's wild, man. That's wild. That is wild. No more says, it's just funny how now they have dioramas instead of focusing on shipping their stuff. Yeah, man, I don't know what their process really is. I don't know. But okay, guys, that is it. Little over an hour. Thank you guys who stuck around. We got 31 in here. Please hit that like button before you go. If you have not, please go tap that little thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Thank you to all of you for tuning in, and thank you guys for we got a super chat, we got a super sticker, and we got 2 new channel members. Welcome to the Evil Empire, Christian Cooper and Yomo. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Love seeing you all in here week in and week out, for real. Some of you guys have been coming to my streams for the last, like, I feel like since I've done Sneak Peek, and I'm like, I forget, 26 episodes in, which is 26 weeks basically. I feel like I've seen some names in here who have been in here from day one. So really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Good night. Zach Davenport, what's up, Zach? Says they're probably skimping on production to help their bottom line. Yes, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But Zach, thank you so much for being here, man. Ryan, gotta go. Peace out. Later. Darth Malgus, remember, says, thanks for the entertainment. You are welcome. I'm here to entertain you and to talk about figures and to just have some fun. OG fam, when Star Wars, just Star Wars, what is up? Hashtag lurking. Great show. Have a good night. Thank you so much for lurking. For all you lurkers out there who aren't involved in the chat, I appreciate you all too. Thank you so much. If you ever want to get involved in the chat, would love for you to comment and give me your thoughts. With that being said, everybody, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys on Sunday. And it's probably going to be either 8 or 8:30. I got to talk to Justin and figure out what it's going to be. But yes, see you all on Sunday night for another episode of Sneak Peek. Have a great night, everybody. And also, hope you enjoyed your stay. Collect carefully.